All right, we've actually been keeping the production rolling, but this week has actually been, well, it's mostly yesterday and the day. It's just been the day from hell, yesterday was. And it mostly revolved around Stevie. If you all believe that. Now, they say if you're not making mistakes, that you're not doing nothing. Well, if that's the case, then I think Stevie's doing it all. No, he's had a rough day yesterday, poor Stevie. I actually feel a little sorry for him yesterday. But he's trying to do so hard. He's doing so much. He's learning so much. He's just cramming. And I'm trying to watch him keep him safe. But, I mean, he's cramming so much info in, and it's catching up to him. So, basically... and it's just a run of bad luck he had yesterday. He had some trees go wrong. I think he busted a couple, and which has to happen. If you learn how to bunch in good timber, you are going to bust some till you get the hang of things. And I told him, of course, he tries to do so good. He said, "Oh, I ain't gonna bust now." I was like, "Oh yeah, you will. I promise you." So, anyways, he had that. Then he had a tire get punctured on the buncher, and that's what we're doing in Whitey. Junkyard's actually getting us to set up to cross the crossing, and we're getting Whitey up there to go to the buncher, and we're setting up a mobile, on-site tire changing shop. It's what we got going on here. So, Junkie, I think he's got us he's getting this little hickory limb out of the way, and then he is figuring where to go. So, but anyways, then let's see. He had that happen, and then on the way home, we had some issues with his truck that everybody's got the ability to get embarrassed. I mean, everybody has everybody has the ability to get embarrassed. Now, usually it's pretty hard to embarrass me. But yesterday evening, I was actually embarrassed for all of us. So I actually did not get any video of our little mishap. It was just too awful. It was one of them deals we just screwed up. So I'm going to leave it at that. So that's going to fall under the category of what happened. Like Dicker would they. Look out, Lamb. That little maple lamb. Whip my camera's butt. Look at that. Count back. I got it resituated. But anyways, but this is the next day, and we come in, and some of his bad luck happens to be wearing off on me, I guess. Because I get back here, we set Whitey up, we get everything situated and set up, and get rolling in our mobile shop here. And right when we need to crane the most, I blow a freaking hose. Son of a buck. And I crawled in and was like, how can I blow a low-pressure crane hose? Jeez, my knee. And I look down there, and the son of a bucking pressure line, which is a half-inch pressure line coming off that crane pump. It's just a half-inch pressure line. But the pressure line coming off the pump blowed because it's setting on the transfer case like a seesaw. So it is just cutting right in that transfer case. So that's what happened. I'll move the camera down the side. Now, this didn't turn out worth a hoot, but I'll tell you what I thought I ought to do. Next time, I'll stick like a prop bar in the vise and then stick it outside the truck a little ways and then clamp my little doodad on there. Which I don't know why I don't think there's a little fly. How you doing, buddy? I don't know why I don't think about these things. It's too late and we're already in the shiznit. So, what's technically happening is that we're getting everything situated because I do not know. I'm getting ready to blow a crane hose and blow a stack pretty much at the same time. And it's pretty bad when I get upset enough to where I just bust out laughing in a laughing fit because I don't even know how to handle it. That's how I handle things, is laughing. That's laughing. They make gas, like laughing gas. So obviously I'm on to something. So, but anyways, here we are getting set up, and we gotta back the buncher up, set the buncher set the buncher up and get it jacked up in the air, because the front right tire that you're looking at on the buncher that looks flat, well, guess what? It's flat. And we gotta get the chains off, pull the tire off, and we're taking the tire off of Raji's skidder and put it on here, and we got a Maypop or put it on Raji's skidder. I know it sounds fucking crazy, but in our area, the way we do it is we put the floaters on in the wintertime, and then in the summer when it dries up, we put the factory tires back on, and it's a win-win for us and the landowner both, we figure, because factory tires are cheaper to run, and also on top of that, factory tires makes the skidders narrower, so your skid rows can get narrower and stuff. And there's a little hole. I'm playing with my hand there. So but what happened here is we're trying not to throw money into 43s, because we limped through this past winter. We're going to have to spend a little money on our 43s for next winter, but we're trying to push that off till next winter, because that gets us 5 months down the road, without blowing money on tires before we need them, So we got a bunch of tires. We got 5 brand new tires, basically, in a nutshell, sitting there waiting to be used. But we got to mount them up, pay for the mount, pay for the tube, pay for all that. And I'm trying to, and it's looking stupid on our part, but I'm trying to not blow the money until it's time. Is basically why we are robbing Peter, so that we can pay Paul. And so here I'm taking the chains off, and then TV walks up, and Raji walks up, the tire comes on, we all get good and started, and poof, there goes my hose and my day. And I think being in this close of proximity to Stevie, I think somehow that was the issue. I think somehow it is Stevie's fault, without a doubt. But thanks everybody, I'll shut up now. And towards the end, I think you can hear me actually blame Stevie for this major malfunction that we have here, that we do not pack the gear to change his tires. But actually, in the end, Stevie does save the day, because he comes up with the right idea of what we can do. Well, no, he assists me coming up with the right idea, because there's no way he could figure that out without me. So Stevie, I'm not giving you full credit for it. Thanks, guys. Later. Oh, there's going to be a part 2. So this is part 1. Before the noise goes off. This is part 1. So we just noticed the hose. Bam! Oh, I'm freaking out. Oh, I don't even know what to do. But this is part 1. Part 2, there will be another part of this. And I'll put a link in the description of this one when we do part 2. I'll put a link in the description of this video for part 2 after part 2 comes out. So if you're watching this and it's the first night, not happening yet. Later, taters. We
pack the crane up, and then we'll use it end to end and do what you said. We'll have to pull this image up out of the way, though. Okay. Steve, you know this would have happened. Yeah, that just happened. Steve, if you don't laugh, you're going to cry about it. You gotta learn to laugh. This is funny. This is good time.
Roger's got a new motto for me.
Okay.
Steve, you'll drive the wheels off of him.
And I just hate fun.
To go along with that heritage biscuit.
Oh.
It's like the third bad week in a row.
You know what the combination is, no big daddy, no big mama.